Hey guys, welcome to the final episode of the POS Miata parts car series. As you can see, this car is now completely dismantled. We have made the body small enough to throw it away and put it in a scrap metal truck today. So that's going to be out of here. We've got the engine, transmission, differential, subframes, a whole driveline as one unit right here. We've got the worn out strut assemblies off to the side here. That's the right front corner of the car, and that is what this thing looks like when you pull the body off. So in the back end we have got a 1.8 liter differential, an open diff. You can tell it's a 1.8 because it has that big dampener on it. We can also tell that it's an early 1.8 diff, 1994 or 1995, by the stub axle and axle assembly there. On later ones, you don't have that stub axle where the axle bolts to that and then plugs in. It just has it all as one piece and it just plugs right into the differential. So that's that end. We've got the power plant frame right here and the drive shaft that runs next to it. Transmission now is going to be very easy to disconnect from the engine. At the back of the head, we've got the temperature sender that talks to the ECU. We have the temperature sensor that talks to the gauge and tells the gauge what reading it needs. And then in the back here is where the crank angle sensor plugs into the back of the camshaft. Now we've got the heater core pipes, a header, Tim Hortons cup to catch all the coolant that's dripping out of the pipes there. Now down this side we've got your starter motor right here. We have the clutch slave cylinder right there, the oil pressure sending unit right next to the oil filter, and the alternator and all the other stuff that you are probably familiar with that's easy to see from the front. So there you go, that's that part of it. Now we've got the body. So the body is small enough to handle with a couple of guys, and that's going to go away momentarily. So I wanted to make you a quick video on this. We have, very significant rust in the floor pans of this car, right there and there. And we actually used a blowtorch to cut most of this up. So we were very careful about how we did it. We had a hose and fire extinguishers and everything nearby ready to go, and we used it. Right here is where the fuel tank would normally be, right under here. That down there in the center of the screen, that is the fuel filter. So still fuel in that, of course, and still a bit of fuel in the lines as well. So if you are doing this, you got to make sure you're ready for anything, okay? And whether you're using a blowtorch, a sawzall, or a grinder, you got to have the fire extinguisher ready. Those are the fuel lines there. Now this is upside down right now. That is actually the passenger side. Actually, no, it's actually correct. So yeah, that is the passenger side. So we're just standing on the opposite side of it. Those there are the fuel lines, and that's where they run. They run on the inboard side of that frame rail on the passenger side of the car. As you can see, the tips of them are melted because they did catch fire, but only briefly, so no big deal. So there you go, guys. That is where we're at on this. It's over now. This car will live on as other stuff. I don't know what it's going to get turned into, but hopefully its next life is a happy one. And thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button and like the video, and I'll make more for you soon.